Hello, didn't see you there. As technology advances and the ever-growing concern over the condition of future generations becomes more and more important, the process of DNA mapping and genetically engineering your future children has gained popularity. The process by which this procedure occurs is called in vitro fertilization, and the manner in which the genes are altered is done through a procedure called pre-implantation genetic diagnosis. 20 years ago, when the main pioneer of IVF, Mark Hughes, developed the PGD procedure, he did this for one reason and one reason only: to root out disease. As of now, it's become a relative success, detecting around 120 diseases, and scientists and medical doctors working in the field majorly accept this process. From that, however, a new fad in genetic engineering occurred: the process of altering your future child's DNA to design your perfect baby. This process, at the moment, is only a concept with very little to show. This designing of your baby, like any other new process in the scientific field, is widely shunned at this point in time. Tonight, though, we are focusing on the mapping of DNA, the process that is completed before pre-implantation genetic diagnosis, used to see what your genes actually contain before the procedure is completed. Tonight we focus on one family who's thinking about going through this process to try and prevent diseases in their future child, and the possibility of getting their DNA mapped. Cullen Crouch reporting.
Cullen Crouch here, and today we're sitting down with Mr. and Mrs. Walls to hear a little bit about their situation. So first off, tell me about your situation.
Honey, honestly. Okay, we're ready now. Anyways, we've been married for 5 years, and basically we're just curious about the science of gene mapping, right, honey?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, how many children do you already have, and did you get gene mapping before you had them?
Well, we have one, and his name's Stone, and he has anemia, and so we didn't get him mapped. So now, hindsight 2020, we wish we would have mapped him. So, yeah.
Proper grammar, honey.
Okay.
Proper grammar.
So the main reason you're wanting to get tested is disease-related purposes?
Well, yes. I mean, we'll love our little nuggets no matter what, but we really don't want our future children to have to go through the same thing that our son Stone goes through, so this would just kind of reassure us that nothing will go wrong this time.
So where are you going from here?
Well, with our son Stone Walls, he's got anemia, and we just don't want to have to deal with that in the future and put anybody else through that misery. So, or we just don't want any of the other diseases. There's like 100 and something. So, we don't want anything like that her mother could have passed down, or
What about my mother?
Or something my family could have passed down. My family's pretty great. The Walls family's pretty great, but they could have passed something down. So we're actually been looking at some options. We went to our doctor. He sent us to a gene mapping clinic.
Yeah, you're so right. And when we went there, they really gave us a lot of information. And even if someone for some reason couldn't get to the doctor, they even have software now that you can download and do it from home. So
I think, is that on mapmygene.com? Is that what that one was?
It was mapmygene.com.
Oh, that's my favorite website.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Walls, we all like to thank you for your time, and I think our viewers will really benefit from the information you've given us today. I then went to talk to Dan Nye, the science guy, to get more information on this process.
Well, I've always been interested in small children. Genes. I've always been interested in genes and modern medicine, and this is really the cutting edge of modern medicine. It's something that we're learning more about every day, and I really like the ability to help the human race.
So how much do we know about the disease aspect of testing? What diseases can we test for?
Currently there's over 120 diseases we can test for, and it's very accurate, and really the sky's the limit here. We're learning more every day.
So is it safe?
It's very safe. The DNA mapping and testing is just a cotton swab to your cheek. They send it out, and you can have your results back in as little as 3 days.
So you said it's accurate. How accurate is it really?
It's very accurate for the mapping portion. It gets a little more tricky when you start talking about disease prediction. A lot of times, even if you have the gene for the disease, it doesn't guarantee you're going to have it. you have about an 80% chance with the gene. Without the gene, you still have a 5 to 6% chance. So it's one of those things that the human body is a weird thing, but we're very accurate with what we know.
So why would people want to do this? We've never had this technology before, so why should we utilize it now?
I mean, it's as simple as brushing your teeth. We never had toothbrushes for a long time, but that's not going to stop anybody from that. You have so many chances to create healthier lives, healthier children. 50% of mental retardation is linked to genetics. There's so many things that you can help prevent just by knowing what your DNA map is. There's really no reason not to. It's inexpensive now, and there's so much of an upside compared to the small cost.
So now the decision is up to you. All we can do is present the facts and give personal opinion. But do you really want uncertainty when it comes to your future children? Do you really want to leave it to chance that they end up like this, or even this? Everyone wants a happy family. Do you really not want to do everything you can to obtain that? For 6 minutes, I'm Matthew Payne. Good night.